The architecture of belief. War requires something before it requires weapons. It requires belief. Before the first rifle is issued, before the first tank moves forward, a society must convince people, often young people, that fighting and dying for a cause is meaningful. This is one of the central insights behind The Bridge, a film set during the final collapse of World War II. The battle in the film is small, a bridge, a handful of teenage boys. But the story reveals the larger structure that makes war possible in the first place. The first layer is indoctrination. The boys have grown up inside the ideology of the Hitler Youth, surrounded by narratives about courage, loyalty, and heroic sacrifice. From childhood, they have been taught that the highest form of honor is to defend the nation. War is not presented as chaos or tragedy. It is presented as glory. By the time they reach the bridge, the mythology of heroism already lives inside them. The second layer is identity. The boys do not simply believe the stories they were taught. They want to prove themselves worthy of them. They compete with each other. They try to appear brave. They imagine medals, recognition, and respect. Defending the bridge becomes more than a military assignment. It becomes a test of who they are, a chance to step into the heroic role they believe society expects of them. Then there is the machinery surrounding them. The war itself may already be lost, but the system has not stopped. Orders continue to move through chains of command. Assignments are still issued. Procedures are still followed. Teachers obey instructions. Officers process paperwork. No single person deliberately sacrifices the boys. Instead, the bureaucracy of war keeps functioning even when its purpose has collapsed. The machine continues running, and the boys are caught inside of it. Eventually, reality arrives. American forces approach the bridge. The boys open fire, and the mythology they inherited begins to collapse. The battlefield is not glorious. It is chaotic, terrifying. Friends die suddenly. Courage turns into panic. The heroic narrative that once seemed so clear dissolves in the space of a few terrible moments. In the end, the tragedy is not strategy. It is not necessity. The bridge was insignificant. The war was already ending. The boys did not die for victory. They died for an idea about honor, an idea about heroism, an idea powerful enough to convince children that their deaths might mean something. And this is the quiet lesson at the center of The Bridge. War is not sustained only by weapons or armies. It is sustained by belief.